Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's getting ready to go take care of some business and things, and I'm uploading my morning video. And I was watching, some YouTube here while I'm, drinking my coffee and relaxing a little bit before I start my day. And I was watching Mike Fisher, and Mike Fisher was talking about trading for Travis Hunter. That Travis Hunter fills in two needs for the Cowboys, cornerback and wide receiver, and that we should consider trading up for him. You can make that argument to trade up for him. In fact, I tell you what, let's do this, okay? Because I want you to hear his rationale on why trading up for Travis Hunter now is a good idea. Let's go to the tape.
And one guy fills both needs.
One guy fills both needs.
I'm going to give you two national analysts that have tried to piece this concept together, and we'll see if it works for you. One analyst says Dallas offer pick number 12, obviously.
First round pick.
Plus 2 and 5.
Second
round.
And
that moves you in the top 3. Another analyst, take the 12th pick, second rounder, a 4th rounder, not a 5th, and a player.
But we don't have a fourth
rounder, 2026. Don't have one this year. And a player. And that's how you get up there. According to most trade value
charts,
second,
fourth,
Dallas
and a player
wins the trade on points. Jimmy Johnson / Mike McCoy trade value chart.
You would.
But only by a little bit. Okay? So the other...
Okay, so let me stop here for a second. So we're talking about trading a pick that we don't have this year, which we've seen that the Cowboys do like to trade fourth-round picks, just give them away. When was the last time the Cowboys won a trade? I'm just asking because if they're saying the Cowboys will win this trade, aren't we always on the short end of the stick every trade except for the Herschel Walker one? Didn't we pay maybe too much for Amari Cooper when we got him and didn't get enough back when we traded for him? Didn't we pay too much for Trey Lance? Didn't we pay too much for, Jonathan Mingo? I'm just saying that all of a sudden now somebody's looking to do us a solid. Pretty much everybody fleeces up. But go on.
The first thing on both those trades, both those offers, hey, Browns, I'm going to offer you 12,
first round,
44, and a 5th round pick.
And a 5th.
Okay, they're going to look at the trade value chart and go, that's not enough.
It's not anywhere close.
Steven, Jerry, Will. Same thing on the other one. Browns, Giants. I'm going to offer you 12, 44, a 4th rounder next year, and a player. Same thing. They're going to look at that's not enough. It's close.
I don't know that it's close.
So Dallas calls the Browns. Dallas calls the Giants. Those teams ask for a little bit more. And then we have some rationale from both sides that make this idea truly enticing and something more than a fantasy idea.
Okay.
Not just because Jerry likes Travis, that's not enough. Not just because he's splashy, that's not enough, and having nothing to do with memories of Deion, because that's not even close. I'm going to tell you something. If Travis Hunter comes here, if you do all this, and he comes here and catches 3 passes a year, it will have been a bad trade.
Yeah.
In the end, and I'm interested in your thoughts here, and I'll read them all day.
And I'll
does Travis Hunter, assuming, as I do, assuming that Will McClay predicts greatness for him, does Travis Hunter make Dallas a better football team than the guys who might be picked at 12 and 44? Don't worry about the 5th round pick. I'm sorry. Don't worry about the future 2026 pick of the 4th round. I don't care about the 4th rounder. I don't care about the 5th rounder. And again, in terms of the price, if you offer them a 2026 4th rounder, they're going to say, make it a 3rd because the chart's off. Let's talk about a 3rd. I don't care. you're giving up 12 and 44. I ask you this, ladies and gentlemen of the Fish Report jury. Would you rather have 12 and 44 or Travis Hunter? Me too. And that's why I'm in on this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can say, if you could say, okay, we could move up to the number 2 or 3 spot and get Travis Hunter for your first and your second. I would go for that. I would go for that because our second round picks have kind of left us wanting. Although, the thing that's kind of crazy about this, a lot of time these big moves forward in the first round don't always pan out. And there's no way in the world, if I am holding the second pick in the draft, that I'm going to move back 10 spots and just pick up a second and a fifth? Sorry, that's not anywhere close to enough. Listen, let's just look at some of these move-ups, okay? In 2016, the Eagles were sitting there at 8. They got to 8 because first they traded with Tampa Bay to get to 8, to get the 8 pick. They wanted to get Carson Wentz. Now, here's what they had to give up. Going from 8 to 2, 6 spots. We're talking about 10. They traded their number 8 pick, their 3rd round pick, their 4th round pick in 2016. Okay? Right? In essence, that's kind of what we're talking about right now for the Cowboys, basically being proposed. We're talking first, second, and 5th. Well, they talked just their first, number 8, mind you, which is a lot higher than 12, a 3rd, a 4th, and 16. But add to that their 2017 first, their 2018 second round pick. That was 2 number 1s, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th to move up 6 spots. I don't see how by all means, do it. Do it. If you can get your 2nd and 5th round picks and get Travis Hunter, okay, I'll do that one. How about this one? The Bears. The Bears moved up 1 spot. 1 spot in 2017. Chicago, for Mitch Trubisky. The Bears traded up 1 spot with the San Francisco 49ers to select Mitchell Trubisky with the 2nd overall pick. They secured the number 2 pick. The Bears sent the 49ers the 3 pick. So they exchanged those picks. Their 3rd round pick and their 4th round and a 3rd round in 2018. That was to move up 1 spot. We're talking about 10. San Francisco. This is more recent, of course. San Francisco was in the 12 spot, where we are now. And they traded with Miami to get to the number 3 spot. So this is more like apples to apples here. Here's what it costs San Francisco to go there. On Friday, the team made a blockbuster trade to move up 9 spots in the NFL draft. Adam Schefter reported the 49ers traded their 1st round pick, number 12, their compensatory pick of that season, 3rd round, and their 1st round pick in 22 and 23. So 3 number 1s, a 3rd, 3 number 1s and a 3rd to move up 9 spots. I don't see how anybody is going to make that trade. That's where I don't. Yeah. If we can trade our 1st, a 2nd, and our 5th round pick and move up, okay, all right. I still think the problem with that is you're gambling a whole lot, and I don't know in the NFL if he's going to be able to play every snap at wide receiver and every snap at cornerback and be effective at both. At some points, you get burned out. And Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, in his career has 60 receptions. 60 receptions. So you start thinking about that and saying, how much are we going to be able to actually play him at wide receiver? Are we going to make him a wide receiver or are we going to make him a D-back? You basically are using him as a trick play guy. But you can't, in the NFL, think that Travis Hunter is going to be able to play two-way football like an Ironman player from back in the day. It's just not going to happen. And there's no way, no how, that you're going to move up there with your first-round pick, your second-round pick, and your fifth. It's bull. It's bull. It's not going to happen. But then again, what do I know? I'm just a guy with a day job and sometimes broadcast from his basement. As always, I got to get out of here, man. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here.
I can't stand it anymore. I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here.
Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Stewardess, please let me handle this.
I've got to get
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're wanted on the phone. Everything's gonna be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Yourself.
I've got to get out of